The woman in the middle of the Trump tape speaks out. Why Days of Our Lives star Ariane Zucker wasn't shocked by his comments at all.
Tell you what, the floodgates seem to be opening as more women come forward accusing the Donald of acting inappropriately.
So will there be more? And why are people comparing what's going on with Trump to Bill Cosby?
Tonight's #1 tracking story, Trump's past bad boy behavior.
It feels very surreal to be in it. I'm not quite sure if I believe it yet.
I gotta use some Tic Tacs just in case I start kissing her.
They are offensive comments for women, period.
How about a little hug for the Donald? He just got off the bus.
Like a little
Okay,
hug, darling.
absolutely.
What about the role of Billy Bush? Some people believe that he egged it on. What's your reaction?
Who knows what he needed to do in the relationship? Because when he came off the bus, along with Mr. Trump, I had no feeling but professional. That's it.
The soap star in the midst of a real-life drama harder to believe than anything her character went through on Days of Our Lives.
I'm available, Mr. Trump, really back on the market, and I was just thinking that possibly...
Ms. Walker, I'm a happily married man.
While Ariane Zucker tells Today she's ready to move on from this ordeal, she also stops short at accepting Trump's apology.
That was an interesting apology. I think young men can learn from this, of how not to be in front of women or when they're speaking about women.
And in the wake of that explosive audio being leaked by the Washington Post, the floodgates have opened.
It was a real shock when all of a sudden his hands were all over me.
Jessica Leeds alleged to the New York Times she was victimized 30 years ago when randomly seated next to Trump in first class.
So when he started putting his hand up my skirt, I was out of there.
Former People reporter Natasha Stoynoff alleges Trump forced a kiss on her in 2005 while reporting on his first wedding anniversary with Melania. Today, Trump vehemently denies both those allegations.
These claims are all fabricated. They're pure fiction and they're outright lies.
I think the definition for sexual assault has really changed. Now, if somebody is giving you sexually unwanted attention, that can be considered sexual assault. So what we consider it today, it may not have been considered legally or even psychologically 20 years ago.
Our psychology insider, Dr. Robbie Ludwig, explains why some women feel a comfort in numbers when deciding whether or not to come forward with allegations of abuse.
Very often they question whether they did something to encourage it. So hearing other women tell their story, they almost become a support group for one another. And it helps them to feel less ashamed, less blamed.
She says we saw a phenomenon like that with Bill Cosby, though the allegations against Cosby are far worse.
And I would appreciate it if it was scuttled.
In both of these cases, with Bill Cosby and Donald Trump, some women are saying that they got unwanted sexual attention and that it felt uncomfortable.